What's up, what's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over a JOKR leveling and gold camo guide, so that way you guys will be best set up for success when actually going out there and trying to level this up, because it is going to be the slowest thing of probably any weapon you put your hands on. However, there are a few things that you can go in and understand, and it'll at least make it as fast as possible. So first thing first, before we dive into it, if you guys do enjoy this content at any time or find this video helpful in any way, make sure to show your support for the channel by going down below and smash that like button. Go and throw an easy goal of 50 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button alongside the notification bell so you don't miss you in future videos. Alright, first things first, I want to dive into the loadout that I was using, just so you guys have a rough idea of some things that will actually make this quite a bit faster. Alright, so when we're looking at our setup, first of all, of course, you're going to be running a JOKR. Doesn't matter what you have as a secondary. I chose a sniper or SPR marksman, just because I'm going to be spending a lot of time very far away from most of the battle, and it actually helps if you're not actually able to, fire off a JOKR missile because maybe you just don't have one at the moment. So it does help to have something nice to level up on the side. Now, most importantly, when it comes to the perk package, the one thing I definitely recommend is going to be running overclock. This is going to allow you to store an additional field upgrade charge, so you can actually charge it twice instead of once. It also increases the field upgrade charge rates by 40%, which basically on earn, you get a field upgrade charge. So essentially, this is really useful for stacking those munitions boxes, which you're going to absolutely want to have on this class as your field upgrade, so that way you can actually keep getting missiles for your JOKR. Otherwise, you're going to have to keep, eliminating yourself, and the less you have to do that, the better it kind of is. But for the most part, this will obviously help you continue to actually reload your JOKR. Now that you kind of know what the few things you need to actually have on the class, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about leveling this guy up. Now, I do want to mention, no matter how many different ways I tried, no matter how many things I shot down, no how many eliminations I was able to pull off throughout a match, I wasn't really able to earn more than one level per game with this guy. And the real reason is because it's a lot more limiting than maybe something like an RPG, a PILA, something that you can just kind of aim and shoot. Because if you guys are unfamiliar with the fastest tactic to actually leveling weapons, you'll be spending most of your time in invasion and obviously eliminating bots. But when it comes to the JOKR, actually eliminating the bots is a much bigger challenge than you might think. So it's going to be pretty hard for you to actually take out very many of those. And obviously, going for real players or eliminations in general, it's going to be few and far between when you're running a JOKR anyways. For the most part, I was able to get up to like 8 eliminations in a match. However, I spent most of my time in the back of the map just trying to shoot down as many streaks as possible. So in some cases, I was able to shoot 7 UAVs in a match, and in other cases, I was able to shoot up to 11. And it was really kind of a variety of different, obviously, matches that I was in and how many I was able to actually shoot down. So you're going to want to be able to shoot as many things as possible throughout the match as you can. This is going to be the most optimal way to actually do this, as going for kills is going to be pretty random, and there might be matches where you only eliminate one guy, and there might be matches where you're able to eliminate 10. So if you aren't actually eliminating the streaks, you're just going to have a much longer road to actually leveling this up to a high enough level to do your camo challenge. So even for this JOKR, you're going to definitely want to go into invasion, as tons of people are going to be getting UAVs, counter UAVs, things that you can absolutely shoot down. You're going to want to try to take as many down as possible. Something to keep in mind, however, as soon as you hear an enemy UAV is called in or a counter UAV, you're going to want to be looking for that immediately in the sky, because if you don't lock on and fire your JOKR missile pretty early on and it being called in, the missile will not come down in time to actually hit the UAV or counter, and it might actually disappear or completely leave the map before the missile can actually catch up to it, leading to you just wasting missiles. You're going to obviously run into this from time to time, as you're going to be trying to shoot down as many as possible, but you're going to want to prevent that. Obviously, if you know that the UAV's been in the sky for a little too long, you may not want to actually waste that rocket on that UAV, knowing that you're not actually going to be able to eliminate it. You can even better, obviously, use that on somebody who you might see on a rooftop or something like that and have at least the chance to get the kill. So you want to try to obviously waste as little as possible throughout your time trying to shoot as many things down, and being able to shoot the UAV right away will be really your only way to actually take it out. You have a little bit more leniency with the counter, and then obviously with some of the vehicles that fly in invasion, whether it's the little helicopters or people driving the other vehicles, you have pretty good leniency there, because you can shoot at them and they don't technically disappear or leave the map in a very short period of time. Another bonus to playing invasion will be the resupply locations on the map. Now, I was lucky enough to figure out, if you are on Tariq and you're on the one side of the map, as you will see throughout this video, there's a spot where there's 2 resupplies kind of glitched together. At least at the time of me making this video. I do anticipate this will get patched later, because it just kind of doesn't make sense. But there is a spot where you can actually utilize 2 different resupplies right side by side, and if you spam it next to each other basically. It will allow you to pick up 2 different rockets from each of them, and it'll count as 2 instead of 1, and then you'll be able to resupply 2 in one spot instead of just 1, which will make it additionally a lot more fast. And obviously with the munitions box having doubled up on that, you're going to have a good amount of rockets coming through. There'll be a short periods of time where you won't actually have anything available, and you can even choose to eliminate yourself if you're not really worried about your deaths. Come back in, and obviously you would have more rockets available pretty quickly. So if you notice they're spamming a ton of UAVs, it might actually help you quite a bit to eliminate yourself, as you can come back in pretty quick and then obviously have more rockets shooting at as many UAVs as possible. I would say if you shoot at 14 UAVs in a match, if you're quick enough, you might actually be able to get a majority of them, but in most cases you should expect that some of them will be fails, or you just won't actually get an elimination or any points for the rocket that you fired. Now there's one more thing quickly I do want to recommend. If you guys are able to actually get up close and personal with some of the bot players, and you don't feel like they'll eliminate you too quickly, you can go for melee kills on them, as it will obviously allow you to still get the elimination, and that XP will still go toward the JOKR. However, I didn't have a ton of success with this, so I felt like I was kind of wasting time, so I kind of just stuck to the method of sitting in the back, hitting those resupplies, constantly hitting my munitions, constantly refilling those rockets, shooting down as many things as possible, alongside even trying to eliminate players whenever I could. Now, when it comes to the challenges you're going to have to do to unlock gold for the JOKR, you are first going to have to eliminate 40 players once you hit level 11. This is probably going to be easier than actually leveling up the JOKR itself. Many times if you're playing Invasion or even Ground War, there are tons of places where snipers are posted up. If you aim this at them, especially on rooftops, you will be able to get pretty good eliminations. Even sometimes when you are shooting down the UAVs or counters, the rocket goes astray and actually manages to get eliminations that way as well. In some cases I was able to get 7, 8 eliminations in a match. In other cases I only got 3 or 4. So hopefully you guys can do it within 4 or 5 matches to get that 40 eliminations. It's just really going to be depending on how many you're actually able to pull off in each match. And for the other challenge, you're going to have to get 2 eliminations in the same life 5 different times. The best way to go about this, obviously, get lucky enough to get a double kill, or most importantly, just stay alive as long as you can. As long as you're posted up at like a resupply spot, you can probably fire some JOKR missiles towards the enemies consistently without actually getting eliminated, and more than likely you'll be able to get multiple in a life. Overall, I don't think the eliminations will be the biggest feat for you guys going for leveling up this JOKR and obviously getting it gold. I think the leveling system alone will be the biggest thing you have to face. But hopefully this guide for the JOKR will help you on your journey to leveling it up to level 11. And if you guys actually pop double XP, obviously you can do it in half the time. So if it does take you 11 matches, it would take you maybe 5.5 matches with double XP. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are able to end up getting more than 1 level without double weapon XP in a single match, because I'm kind of interested if anyone else is able to actually do that, because I found it to be pretty difficult. But this is it for today's video. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support on the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.